The following podcast is brought to you by Astro Panda Productions. For more information or to find other great shows, visit astropandaproductions.com or visit the Astro Panda Productions page on blogtalkradio.com.
Welcome.
Welcome to the Gaming with Scissors podcast.
I love it!
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Gaming with Scissors podcast. I'm your host, Nitro Weasel 3K. And hey, guess what I learned over the weekend? If you take that Mario hat and you put it on an Xbox 360, it basically makes an Atari Jaguar, and then Xbox will announce it at E3 as the Xbox One X. That's the thing that'll happen if you put the Mario hat on it. It's amazing. It's the best thing ever. This episode is our E3 Bonanza. I hope you're all excited.
Woo!
I'm joined, as always, by Piper. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fantastic.
Fantastic. You're not splendid like last week.
Nope, I had to upgrade my adjective.
Needed an upgrade from splendid. And making his triumphant return, Zero Ping, a.k.a. Nick. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. I'm bringing the 30.
The heat.
No, the 30. E3.
Oh God! What?
God.
What? I thought you were bringing like a 30-year-old. I was like, what's happening? What's happening?
Did you kidnap someone?
Yeah, did you kid? Do we need to talk? Is Liam Neeson after you right now? Because if he is, I don't want to be on chat with you because I'll get stabbed with a pencil or something.
Dude, his skill set will attack you.
Yeah, his skill set is knifing my testicles, and I don't want to be a part of that, Nick.
Stab.
Stabbity stab. So, I think we're probably going to have a lot to talk about as far as E3 is concerned. So I think we're going to knock out our what we did in gaming this week fairly quickly. And with all the E3 coverage as well as our work schedules, I think most of us probably played a limited amount of stuff. I'm going to go first this week, so you don't have to listen to me talk a ton right in a row. I actually went back and played Fallout 4 this week. So Nick is very proud of me.
Did you beat it?
No, I did not. I am in Good Neighbor. So I am in that town. And that is the first place that I've been in that game that I'm like, I like this place. Like that's the Fallout that I want to play. Just, half the people are shitty. Half the people are like, trying to backstab the other people. Like, I don't know. That's what I like about Fallout. And it is delivering in spades. However, what I did do was I immediately abandoned that power armor, which was good. I have not used it since they forced me to at the beginning. And I also immediately abandoned that dude who was telling me to do him favors.
He's like, get away from me.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, sure, I'll do you a solid by walking out of this town and never coming back. So that's going well.
You broke the game.
Well, it makes me I want to kick every one of those people in the face. There's like that one sassy chick that's with him, and I want nothing more than to just blow her away. But you can't, because apparently she's required NPC. Because everybody's gonna be a whiny baby about not letting me do what I want in this game, and they force you to join the Minutemen, which I don't want to do that. I want to be a Minuteman. I want to be a scumbag. I want to just wander around, and I want to throw rocks at people, and I want to get in the middle of gunfights between synths and giant orcs. And then I'm going to just throw a hand grenade in on both of them because it's funny to me. So that's what I want to do. So I've been having a lot more fun with it. I did play. There is a quest that I was telling Nick about that is my favorite quest now in any Fallout game ever of all time. There is a serial killer, and I can't remember his name off the top of my head right now. But there's a serial killer in Fallout. And you can find bodies, and he has his calling card that he left on the bodies. And after you find the calling cards, a place will appear on your map that if you go to it, it's like his house. And when you go in, you can kill a bunch of dudes who are in there. And eventually you find that some raiders have him at gunpoint. And you can choose whether you want to save him or help the raiders murder him. I went ahead and saved the serial killer. And it was a good time. It was a great time. Yeah, it was awesome. he was like, oh, they didn't like me decapitating their friends. I'm like, oh, that's fun. I probably would have blown those guys away anyhow. He's like, cool. Go upstairs and get my knife out of that safe. And then you go up there and you do that. And his knife is super fast and it's strong and it's awesome. So now I'm just running around with a serial killer knife. It's a good time.
Stabbing innocent folk in their homes as they sleep.
Dude, I did take that perk as well. That perk where you can murder somebody in their sleep with like one shot.
It's just called murder sauce.
It's just called Sweet Dreams. It's Freddy Krueger.
Stab.
Does that work with Bloody Disgusting?
Bloody Mess? I don't know. I would imagine so. I mean, I have Bloody Mess. I know that I can decapitate a guy with one shot with the knife if I hit him in the right way.
Nice.
But I don't know if it works with the sleeping people. So
yeah,
just heads flying everywhere.
Yeah, dude, that's what happens when I play Fallout. That's my Fallout.
I'm glad that you were able to achieve your intended goal of a murder simulator.
It's not a murder simulator.
You turned it into one.
I'm helping some people. I'm just selectively picking the people that I decide to help.
You're helping them. You're helping people meet their grandmas is what you're doing.
No.
Just going around and be like, you miss your Meemaw? Here's my knife. This my knife is called the River Styx.
She in heaven, I'll send you there.
It's a plane ticket.
This is your plane ticket. I'm gonna punch your card. Knife. So yeah, I played that, and I've been in an MMO mood, which I get in every once in a while. It's rare, but I do get in those, every other year or something. That's how spread out it is. And Sean and I decided to jump into some WildStar because it's free. Free-ish. Yeah. I've been enjoying it. I've been having a lot of fun. I started another character without Sean because sometimes we can't play together because he's busy and he's got like real people things to do. So I have been playing WildStar and I'm really enjoying it. I like the colors a lot. I like the characters more than most of the ones in Warcraft so far because I'm kind of doing a compare contrast because I guess that was supposed to be an answer to the Warcraft series.
Well, every MMO is an answer to World of Warcraft.
At this point, yeah. It didn't used to be like that, but that's what it is now. It's nice because it is a nice middle ground between the Final Fantasy MMOs and the Warcraft MMOs, or the Warcraft MMO. I like Final Fantasy, but I don't necessarily like it's a little too Japanese for me. Like it's got like a lot of kind of like really offbeat, weird stuff in it.
And there's like way too much grinding.
Yeah, there's a lot of grinding.
Like I ain't got nothing to do. I'm just going to kill these chickens.
Over and over and over again. And then I'm going to leave the area and come back and do it again.
Oh, God.
With my knife. With
your murder knife?
My ticket punch knife from Fallout.
Your ticket puncher.
Yeah, and it walks a line between those because some of the quests are very similar to something you'd find in Warcraft, and there is an overarching story. But it's brightly colored. The abilities are fun. I feel more active when I'm in combat than I have so far in Warcraft. I know you said that things will change when I get to 20, but so far in Warcraft, my attacks are pretty basic because I don't have a lot of abilities yet. In WildStar, they start you off with like 2 or 3, sometimes 4, and it's really nice to be able to switch between them. It's really neat.
Well, it's very action combat oriented, which is very different from World of Warcraft. I mean, WoW there's action and it's not turn-based, but it's almost turn-based in World of Warcraft, because it's all time-based. Whereas,
there's a bunch of counters and timers.
Yeah, and with WildStar, you don't really have that. It's just like, you have cooldowns and stuff like that, but it is very much you have to control your movement. You jump, you can dodge, where the person is going to attack, so you just have to move out of that arc, and it's different. But it's a good different.
Yeah, it's strategic. It's kind of like strategic combat. It is still action combat because you are still manually doing the attacks. It's not like you just hit an attack button, your guy just goes in World of Warcraft. But this is very, very movement oriented. Like there's dodging and rolling, and you got to dash, and sometimes you need to know when to stun a guy so that your teammate can get out of the way. And I don't know. It's really neat. It's a lot of fun. It's interesting. It's fast. It's brightly colored. The characters are interesting. I like it. I'm having a good time with it. So I've been playing that, and I've also been playing Let It Die, which was a free game that came out on PS4, and Nick has tried to murder me 3 times. My guess would be that you played that game for a total of 5 minutes, long enough to get a character stored somewhere in the dungeon, and you keep trying to murder me, and I keep having to take a hammer to your teeth. I hope you're proud of yourself.
Hey, got to do what you got to do.
I have murdered Nick 3 times, so that is fun. That is interesting. Let It Die is... Sean, have you played Let It Die yet?
You've been talking about it. I don't know. It's about. I don't know. I don't think I downloaded it. Is it still free?
Yeah, it's free. It's free forever. Let's put it this way: skateboarding skeleton with 3D glasses on. There you go.
Done. I'm downloading it now.
Yep, do it. No, so it's about a tower. It's a Souls-like game. Only I don't think it's as hardcore as
Undownloads.
It's not as hardcore as Dark. So it is to Dark Souls what WildStar is to WoW. It is a faster, streamlined, less complex, higher speed, better paced game. That's what it is.
Shittier version.
No, it's not shitty.
Well, you just said WildStar to Warcraft.
That's your opinion, but you just admitted you enjoy the combat.
Fact-based opinion.
Yeah. So, that's what it is. It is a faster version of Dark Souls without a lot of the get good business. You a lot of times are fighting more than one enemy at a time. So that's very different than what you would normally be doing in Dark Souls or Demon Souls, because they are very good about giving you kind of make it so you can break enemies off. In this, not so much.
It seems like there's a lot of pay to play kind of stuff in it, though, like the insurance thing. Don't you have to buy that with real money?
No. So here's how that works. You can play. You can have up to 3 players in your freezer ready to play. Your freezer is like your storage area for your characters. You have different things that you can do. I can protect my stronghold because other players can invade, but instead of invading your regular game, they just invade your home base and they can smash up your bank and shit, and you lose money because you're not there to protect it. So you can assign one of your 3 characters to protect that. You can assign one of your 3 characters to go in the dungeon and find things for you, which is what your character is doing. Because what will happen is your character will randomly appear in other people's dungeons farming, and they can kill that character, and then that character loses whatever they had farmed before. That's how that works. So it's kind of interesting the way that works. And then the third character is obviously the person you're running around as. One of your characters dies in the dungeon. You have 2 options. You can pay, I forget what they're called. They're called like skulls or skull tickets or something. And that's real money, or you can earn them in the game by doing really insane quests that are very difficult. So you can pay or you can earn them, and you can pay that and res that character right away. And they still have all their gear and shit. The other option is you don't res them, right? They lose the gear that they had in their inventory, but not what they were wearing, I think is how it works. And you can just fight your way back to them with one of your other characters and rescue them. So you have options. It is free to play, and it is easier if you pay money. But I have been playing. I think I've got 3 or 4 hours in, and I haven't had to pay any money yet. I've been to 4 or 5 different sections of the tower, and I haven't paid anything. I've just been paying with in-game money. So I'm having a good time with it. I'm really enjoying it because I not only get to fight the NPCs, but then I get to fight you, and I get to fight bosses, and I get to fight mini bosses. And if you beat a mini boss, a section of the map unlocks that wasn't unlocked before. It works a little bit like Dark Souls, but it's a lot of fun. It's fast. It's kooky. It was made by the guy who did Killer 7 and No More Heroes.
Yeah, okay.
So it's kind of cel shady. It's loud. It's bright. A lot of sections of it are very Japanese. There's like this woman that if you collect up enough mushrooms, she like dances and sings, and she makes you mushroom soup that can do different things. Yeah, it's really weird. It's a lot of fun though. It's interesting. It doesn't take itself as seriously as Dark Souls does. It's very goofy and brightly colored and fun. And yeah, it's neat. I like it. It's a good time. But Nick has tried to kill me, so now you are my mortal enemy. Vendetta. So that's how that's been going. All right. I talked a lot. So I think we should probably take a quick commercial break here. And when we come back, we will have Nick and Sean talk about what they did this week in gaming. So hang on.
You're listening to Love Advice with Leanne. Caller, you're on the air.
Hi, Leanne. Longtime listener, first-time caller. Why, in your professional opinion, do you never take my calls off the air?
Is this Carl?
Yep, it's Carl. I mean, we had a few dates. Everything was great. I thought,
Well, you know, When you switch to Geico, you could save a lot of money on car insurance.
Okay, awesome.
You should call them.
I will.
Geico, because saving 15% or more on car insurance is always a great answer.
We are back. Thank you for sticking around through that. So I wasn't the only one that played games this week. And Sean, do you want to go next? I know we were scheduling for Nick, but I know you didn't have a lot of time, so I figured we can knock yours out real quick.
I'll do. I think I played 3 games, so that's a whopping ton. I've been trying to get a house ready to sell, so I haven't had a lot of personal time over the past like 2.5 weeks. So it sucked.
Boo, adult things.
Oh God, this is not my idea of fun. I don't understand people who are like, I'm gonna flip houses. You know what? No, screw that. That sounds like the worst idea in the world. I'm trying to just sell one, and it's like, oh no.
I don't even like building a house in Minecraft.
No, dude. I don't even like Minecraft.
Yeah, there's nothing in my house in any of my games. You play Fallout 4, there ain't no houses built. I don't care. I'm a drifter. I live in the back of a van.
There are houses. All that's in the house is a table with a statue on it, and that's just for protection. So this week I have played. I played a game that. We played WildStar together, so that's fun. I'm enjoying WildStar. Every MMO I play is like, I like this. I wish I was playing World of Warcraft. That's the automatic response to that's like a conditioned response from inside my gullet. It's just like, hey, you should be playing World of Warcraft. You're a lot better at it than this. And the game is just better in general. So, I mean, WildStar is fun. I like it because it is like, okay, when you level up, like the heavy metal like font that pops up and it's like, you motherfucking leveled, and then there's like lightning and stuff and like a guitar solo. That's cool. Like that's my favorite part of the game. And I just, my big issue with like every MMO I play is that I'm not invested in the story. I could care less. And that's why in my opinion, that's why a lot of like franchises, it's difficult to compete with World of Warcraft, because World of Warcraft has like 30 plus years of lore to work with, whereas you just made a game and now you're going to try to make up some stories that I care about. No, I've been playing this game since I was a little kid. You know, Warcraft 1. I played Warcraft 1 when it came out, and I loved it. And I played every single one of the Warcraft games. And that's kind of, you know, again, that's me relating back to, you know, I like this because I remember these characters. I've seen these characters before. And kind of like you were saying last time with Heroes of the Storm. You know, you recognize some of these characters from, you know, you're playing World of Warcraft, we're playing on the vanilla server, and you're like, oh, I've seen that person in Heroes of the Storm. So you kind of like, oh, now I can relate to what's going on.
Right.
I feel that way.
That's important to me. That's really important to me when I'm playing a game like that. Mm-hmm. I think the reason that I am enjoying WildStar more is because when you compare it to the speed, first of all, I like the speed, but I also am playing it with you, and it is a very active community. Mm-hmm. So I think that helps. And I know that Warcraft is still, I feel more active when we're playing that. I don't know why. And I'm not saying it's better. It's just different. Yeah. And I think the issue that I'm going to point out here is in World of Warcraft, we're playing vanilla, and vanilla was so slow paced. It was a grind. And you're comparing it to WildStar, which is more, it's faster paced, but World of Warcraft now, the current game is a lot faster paced too, and it's more interactive, and there's more cutscenes, and there's more like, you know, stuff going on. So I mean, I understand. I could totally relate to that, and I'm liking WildStar. I like all the you know, there's all these different like the classes are different, and you have like the fact that you can take, I want to be a settler, or I want to be an explorer. That's really cool that you have like, you know, your side quests are different. My side quests are different than yours because you're like a scientist and I'm an explorer. So I think that's pretty cool. I mean, and I like it. I'm definitely giving it a chance. I played it when it was in beta, and then when it first came out, I played it for a little while, and I like it. They've improved a lot of stuff since the last time I played. So definitely props to them. So WildStar, we played that. I also jumped, since talking about MMOs, I just recently jumped back into playing Terra. All because we tried a little game
called Black Desert Online.
It's so bad.
This
It's so
game
bad.
sucks.
Do not fall for the hype. We made the mistake of falling for the hype, and it is not good.
I don't understand. There was like so many I'll check out some people on YouTube that do videos for it. I could get into this. Okay, cool. They're talking about how great the game is and how they've improved on it so much, and it's less pay to win and all this other stuff. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can get into this. And I watch the videos. I'm like, oh, this looks sweet, And then I get in the game, and literally the first quest you do is walk forward. I had to push the W key, and I leveled up. That is absolute nonsense. I complain about World of Warcraft babying people. No, this is the absolute epitome of, I want to cater to our audience. I want to help people baby step them in. Fuck that.
Not only that, dude, but there was 37 windows up to tell you just to hit the W key. So in WoW, you have like your sidebars, your bottom bar. You can add bars if you want to with mods, whatever. I've never seen such a clogged UI in my life. There was shit on every piece of available
real estate. Yeah.
Yeah. It was full. It was full of shit. It was amazing. And then you'd go to do a quest that required you to interact with something. So there's all this shit on your screen. Everything is beautiful. The game is pretty. Yeah. But then it's chugging. I've got like a 480. I got like 32 gigs of RAM. Like my machine is not weak. And my machine's chugging through this thing. So I'm like, whoa, what the hell's going on here? And then I go to interact with something. It turns into like a still frame cutscene. Like it's just a still picture with like select option 1 or 2. It's the whole screen. It's not, we're not talking like a pop-up box like you get on something like WoW where it's just a little inventory window. No, this was like the whole screen just turns into a solid just picture of a chair. And it's like, you want an A or B? And you're just like, okay, cool. Why did this just get budget cut all of a sudden when it went to like interacting with shit?
It's so weird. It's like, okay, yeah, we got this the actual game design and the combat and all the explosions and all this stuff, and the bosses are like super epic and stuff. And then it's just like we ran out of time. So like here's a slideshow.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. And then like some of the quests are given by people, some of the quests are given by this like smoke cloud that you have to hit the comma button to pull him up, and if you're not standing in the right place then he doesn't work right, and it's just like that. And then the other thing that really got on my nerves is I played the game for about 15 minutes and I was level 7.
Jesus Christ.
Like,
I didn't play that long.
No.
See, that little black smoke monster got frozen on my screen and he was right in my way and the whole game was buggy as shit. I'm like, I'm out. I got past like walk back, left, right. I sliced some things that were in a giant pen next to me, ran to a house, couldn't figure out how to open the door, and was like, nope, we're done here. Just logged off, uninstalled, never played again.
I played for 15 minutes, and I didn't get to anything challenging. And I know, but I feel like by level 7, whether I am just leveling up by walking forward or not, I still feel like at level 7, okay, maybe some of the enemies should be challenging. It was literally 2 buttons, and they were dead. I don't know where that game is coming from, because I think level cap in that, like soft cap, is 56. And in 15 minutes, I laid it to made it level 7. What the hell? Like, where's the content going to be? Like, does it slow down dramatically at like level 10? It's like, all right, now it's going to take you 6 weeks. I don't know. But the reason why, the reason why I switched to Terra, I was playing this game, I was like, this looks like Terra. And I want to be playing Terra because I like that game. And yeah, it's a Korean MMO. So it has a lot of, that really, really grind heavy, you got to kill 180,000, wisps. And then you can you'll finish the quest if you're lucky. And that's fine. I could deal with that because the gameplay in Terra is really, really solid. Talk about like a hack and slash, like action RPG. Terra does that really well, and I feel like I'm playing like a game like like any other action RPG. It's definitely a really good game, and I forgot how much I liked it because I used to play it back in the day, and stuff's changed a lot. There's a bunch of new classes and stuff, and I know a lot of people are bitching and complaining about they're not fixing any of the broken stuff in the game. Instead, they're just like throwing more stuff at the players, like, oh, here's 6 new characters, enjoy. I mean, other than that, I liked it. I have fun. The game's good. So I'm good. I'm good there.
Yeah, Terra, it plays a lot like the Final Fantasy ones, actually. They're very similar in their play style and the speed of combat and how the combat works and everything. I used to be a pretty avid Terra player. They've got a really solid healing class. It's a lot of fun to play. It's kind of like a ranged healer. And I played a lot of that. So that was fun, but I didn't have anybody to play with. Now that you're playing, maybe I need to switch over to that and get off WildStar.
No, well, we can play all of these. We can play all these MMOs. We have all the time in the world.
I don't have any of this time. Where are we? No. I wish we were 18 again sometime so we could do that, but we are not.
So
we are old ass men, just cranky old men.
I'm not that old, so yeah. I don't know. It's whatever. But yeah, I was playing Terra, played WildStar, and then we played a game. Did you forget about this? We played a game called Ben and Ed Blood Party.
Oh yeah, dude. So good.
Okay, so Nick, do you know what this game is?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so it's a runner pretty much, and you have to make it through a maze. But it's me versus Matt, and whoever gets to the end first wins. And then there's some co-op missions where you're like, okay, we have to help each other to get to the end. But the catch is there's all these like obstacles and danger things in each of these like courses, right? They're like saws and flamethrowers and big giant fists that stomp the ground and then flip you off and all this stuff. But you're zombies. So like a saw can come and like rip through your body and cut you in half, and you're still alive, but you're dragging yourself along on the floor with just half a body.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Or if there's an obstacle you can't get past, you can literally just rip your head off and throw it to get past that obstacle, and then roll your head to the checkpoint, and then you can spawn your body. This game it's so fun. We probably played it for like an hour, the other day.
Yeah.
And
it's amazing. And it's got an 80s aesthetic.
Oh yeah, everything's neon.
Yeah, you can customize your zombie. My zombie is just like in a leotard with a headband on. He's just got dicks all over the leotard for no reason.
Just the penis jersey. Oh, and there's community created courses that you can download, so you can make your own course and then run through it with your friends. And you can play with up to 4 people in it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. You need to buy this game, Nick. It's so good.
It's super cheap too, right?
Yeah, it's like $14 or something.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's on Steam. So I mean, I had a lot of fun playing that.
Yeah, it sucks too because the community doesn't seem like there's anybody else playing. When we were on there,
one other person joined our game.
Yeah, he was a real dick too.
Yeah, fuck that shark guy. Yeah, he died. He didn't know what to do with the chickens. Nobody has any clue what we're talking about unless they played this game, but there's chickens in there. So so we played the zombie run through the Saws game. And then lastly, I played a game that you would hate, Matt. I played Prison Architect last night until like 4:00 in the morning.
Nice.
I don't understand how you need to play some management games. Prison Architect, if anybody out there in the world has never played Prison Architect, you need to do yourself a favor and get it. If you like games like SimCity or like Theme Park or Theme Hospital, we were just talking about we need to play Theme Hospital, but any of those games where you got to like build up something and manage it, this is such a good game. It's very minimal. Like your people kind of look like Lego guys, like waddling around. And you have to build up a prison, and you have to intake new prisoners, and they have to go through processing, and you have to give them jumpsuits to wear, and you have to make sure they don't stab each other in the butt with the sharpened toothpicks. And I guess toothpicks are already sharpened, but toothbrush, that's what I was thinking. And you have to feed them food and let them shower with each other for extended periods of time. And they'll have riots, and you have to control the riots, or you just send them all to the electric chair. It's a really good game. I've been playing this game since like alpha. As soon as they released it on early access on Steam, I jumped on it because I love games like this, and all their developer videos they would do, like their developer logs, were hilarious. They're the funniest thing ever. It's just 2 British dudes talking, and it's amazing. That's what hooked me on the game. Was I saw like their first developer video, and I was like, yep, this game is for me. And it's really like tongue-in-cheek. It's kind of silly, and the guys that made it, they made a bunch of other games too. It's not their first game. I can't think of any of the other games they've made. Maybe like Darwinia, maybe.
Oh yeah, that was a good game.
Intravision is the studio.
Do they raise mandatory minimums on drug sentencing? Oh, wait, sorry. No, that's Jeff Sessions, the video game. Sorry, guys. I was confused. Hashtag no politics on the podcast.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, so Intravision, they made Darwinia, and they made Uplink, and they did DEF CON, Multiwinia. All their other games are kind of, I've never been like super impressed by them. But Prison Architect, if you want a game, pick up, and I think it's pretty cheap too. I don't think it's very expensive at all. But if you like management games or sim games, pick up Prison Architect. I give it my hashtag seal of approval piper.jpg.
Hashtag Jeff Sessions.
No. Get out of here with all that. This is a clean zone where I don't have to accept the realities of the world we live in, and I play games where I get to send people to the death chamber or make them dig holes for me.
Dig holes.
I want to play God Sims like Goddess and Populous and Black and White. Oh god, I love me. Lion's Head? That's and Bullfrog, dude. That's my jams from back in the day. That's the world I want to live in.
You love 22 cans. Peter Molyneux is your favorite.
I didn't go that far. That lion bag of feces is not. He is the worst human being on this planet, next to a handful of others that will remain unnamed.
I want to hashtag no politics on the podcast. I want to buy you a T-shirt that is just a white T-shirt with a black outline of Peter Molyneux on it.
But it would just look like just a nondescript bald head.
Well, no, I want him to have like facial features, but there's like a black pen drawing of just.
All right, I got what you're saying, like an illustration.
Let's do an illustration, just a Peter Molyneux.
But does it have any text on it?
No, it doesn't say anything. It's just Peter Molyneux's face in the middle of a white T-shirt. And he's just in black.
That's a complete opposite of Peter Molyneux, though.
Right, exactly. Okay. It's super meta because it's black and white. Ooh,
Burninate.
So is that it? That's what you played this week?
I installed Rift as well, but I didn't actually get into playing it. So
did I. I have it installed too. That was another one we needed to play. Sean and I were trying to figure out what it is that we're gonna let settle on playing. We should start streaming that crap.
You know what it needs to be? Well, oh wait, speaking of streaming, we finished the Police Quest stream.
Yeah, we quote unquote finished it because we didn't find cocaine in some guy's house.
We watched the shit out of it. The game is broken as hell. If it let us progress past, so we pulled somebody over in this game. You guys can go watch the stream. I'll have the videos up on YouTube soon. But so we pulled this guy over, and he killed me a number of times, and then I had to keep restarting, and then we finally got to the point where we got him arrested, and he didn't kill us anymore. And then I go and I find the VIN number on the car. I call it in. All right, yeah, we're gonna take this guy to jail. And then we get to jail, and the guy's like, the booking guy at the jail's like, all right, I need you to enter in the codes that says what he did because he's a bad guy. So I'm like, no, I don't want him. So we had to look it up online, and we found the codes for this specific mission because the missions are somewhat randomized. It looked like. So
yeah, they are.
I'm like, all right, put the first code in, and then he's like, oh, cool. He was resisting arrest. I was like, all right, cool. Next code. Oh, yeah. He had a stolen car. Yeah. Last code. Boop, 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 boop. Possession. You don't got proof for that. Oh, what? Possession of what? Put it in again. He's like, doesn't have that. And then I died because I tried to book him on the wrong charges. It turns out we should have looked in the trunk and the glove box of the guy's stolen car, but the game didn't tell us that. The game let us move past that point, and you can't leave the booking screen where you have to put the damn codes in. What is this? Absolute not. So we had to stop. We're done with the game because I didn't save it. I didn't save it after we just arrested. I saved it before we got to the jail. What? damn this game. That's all I can say.
Sean was so mad. He was so done with Police Quest. I was just finally like, no,
I
we're
hated
done
it
with
day
this.
one.
Like,
Day one, as soon as we started that game, I didn't like it because all of the fucking drive. I can't just right click on it. I was expecting something like King's Quest, where you walk and you right click on things and you look in the bushes and you find a bloody glove and you try it on and it doesn't fit, so you didn't kill anyone. Not.
then you got to go find OJ, and
No.
there's the whole thing.
No, and there was no. We found OJ, but we forgot to get the cocaine out of OJ's glove box. And let me take OJ to the place, but it was no. I'm glad we're done with that piece of shit game. You know,
We only have 5 more. You leave the whole pack.
fuck no. You know what? I told you we're gonna play Theme Hospital, a game I know how to play, where we can take people and turn them from Elvises to not Elvises, and electrocute all their hair off of their bodies and make people unpregnant. That's the game. That's the game I want to play next.
Hashtag no politics on the podcast.
Oh, I'm done with my games. What the fuck did you play, Nick?
Well, I'm just coming off of a vacation, but during the vacation, we actually played a little bit of Mario Kart 64.
Oh yeah.
We turned it into a drinking game.
Every game should be a drinking game.
I don't know if you guys have ever tried this before, but it was actually a blast. So the trick was you open a beer, you have to finish your beer before the match finishes,
Oh shit.
but you can't drink and drive. So you got to pull over, chug, and then drive. It was awesome.
So this seems very strategery. So where you just run it to the end, and then you stop at the finish line, and you just like slam it back, and then you drive 2 feet and you won.
Well,
Is that
you think that might be the winning strategy, but it really wasn't. I was playing with my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law, and my sister-in-law ended up like cleaning the floor with us every time.
Nick would just sit on the starting line. He's like, you can't drink and drive. That's why I drink all my beers before I get in the car.
I did. I pounded about half the beer before the match started, and then I'd go right to the end, stop, and then pound the rest. And as soon as I stopped, I'd go from like second place to like 7th place by the time I was done.
Is it because you're on Rainbow Road and you're too intoxicated to drive a curve and you just fly off?
Oh yeah, and I forgot how unforgiving that game was. But yeah, we actually played it on a real N64 and everything. It was a blast.
How many rounds of this did you get through before somebody died of alcohol poisoning?
You're just dead.
Yeah, we probably played it for about an hour or so. But that was enough.
Rip my cousin.
It was a blast. We had a good time with it. Other than that, I did do a little bit of kind of more casual gaming, I guess you would say. I played some Fallout Shelter.
Ooh.
What is up with
Him and
people
Corey
playing?
both.
God, I don't understand.
It's a management game that you have
Yeah.
to wait on.
No, you know what is but you gotta wait on stuff. It's not a real game. It's a toilet game, is what it is. You sit, you poop, and you play it, and then you wait until the next time you poop and you play it some more.
Yeah, I've been kind of playing it like while I'm watching TV or something. Just, you look back and you're like, okay, I'll do these few things, build another room or, have people birthing babies and move on.
I played it when it first came out. I don't know. I remember it being kind of fun because
It is.
It was when I was supposed to be working at work. I was just sitting in my office with my feet up, trying to send all my people out and not get killed by raiders and find as many guns as I could.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Like when the raiders come, that could be I found that to be a little problematic for me.
Hashtag no politics on the podcast. Sean's just out collecting as many guns as he can.
So I can keep the raiders out. The Red Raiders?
NSA.
They're coming for us.
Yeah, I didn't mind that game at first. I was fine. This is how I always am with those games. Any of those games, like even the Simpsons Tap Out and all that, I'm fine with it for like the first 30 minutes.
Until you realize how much money you have to spend to actually make progress.
Yeah, once it's like, it's going to take 2 hours to finish this. I'm like, well, fuck this game. It's gone forever.
I got 2 hours to give you.
Yeah, I'm like, I ain't got 2 hours. I'm sitting in a bar drunk as shit trying to wait for Purple Rain to come on. I don't have time for this. I got to go. I got places to be.
I ain't got time to wait for this.
I just played that half-hour Rush album. It's all one track. I don't need this. Did you take your Switch with you?
I did. We did play a little bit of Mario Kart Deluxe, but I gotta admit, like, we had just a blast playing that older version.
He just wanted to play that. He want to play that Mario Kart 789. It's all the same game. He's remaking it.
Yeah, basically.
How did it go for like a travel companion? Because this is your first real trip with it, correct?
Yeah, but we ended up bringing we have 2 dogs. We ended up bringing the dogs with us. So, like, I spent more time kind of corralling them in the car. I didn't really have a good chance to just relax and actually play the Switch. So it didn't work out well for that. Plus, I didn't want to take it on the beach or anything like that. It was kind of a beach vacation. So
you got a sandy Switch.
Yeah, nobody wants sand in their Switch.
That's what you call when you get when you're a dude and you get sand in your pee hole.
A sandy Switch?
You got a sandy Switch.
Nobody want that.
Hey, so who's bumping our rating up to R-rated this week, huh? Sean?
It's because Sean finally dropped some F-bombs and I threw stuff across the room. That's what I get. Now
I'm sitting here over here talking about old Sandy Wiener.
Well, we generally talk about penises at some level every single episode.
I've never noticed that. Now I need to go back and listen, and I'm going to feel uncomfortable.
For the first 3 episodes, we talked about Conan. We talked about the dong slider. So that was like the first 3 episodes, and then every other time somehow dong gets dropped or some other word for man parts, and I'm just glad that my parents don't listen to this. I have to explain that.
Every time, everybody always thinks that you're like all grown up when you're 30. No, you go the other way. Once you hit like 30, you just go backwards.
Yeah.
You just go the other way at this point.
I just got Benjamin buttoned.
Yeah. Yeah. And doing that makes you want to get Joe Blacked, a.k.a. hit by a car. So that's fun.
I've never seen that movie before, so I don't get that
Double Brad Pitt movie Saturday. You're welcome. You're all welcome.
It is Saturday.
It is Saturday. So, yeah.
Even though the podcast is going to come out on a Friday, pretend it's Saturday. Look forward to tomorrow, kids.
Yeah, look forward to tomorrow, and also watch for a live stream. There's one over on twitch.tv/nerdlifetx. It'll be Sean and I. We'll probably not be playing Police Quest anymore because Sean will cut me.
I told you I'll do Space Quest and King's Quest. Never again will I play that garbage can series.
I love it.
Whatever. Well, I don't. So
I love it.
No. Space Quest is awesome.
I like those. I love King's Quest. They're funny as hell.
There's plenty of other ones we could play. I just like those because I like the police simulation part. I don't know why I'm weird. If there was
we could play SWAT 3.
SWAT 3 is like a shooter, though. There was SWAT ones.
No, it's before they went to the first-person shooter. It's still third-person, like tactical.
Because the very first SWAT is like an FMV game that's similar to Police Quest.
Oh, that's
a lot of fun. It's awesome. I love it.
Eject.
All right. Well, we are going to take our second commercial break, and then we are going to get into E3 Bonanza. So hang on.
Ready? Okay. We got paper, yes we do. Wide rule notebooks, pencils, glue. We got crayons, every hue. School supplies for your whole crew. Target's got everything you need to ready, set, go back to school. Ready? Okay. We got paper, yes we do. Wide rule notebooks, pencils, glue. We got crayons, every hue. School supplies for your whole crew. Target's got everything you need to ready, set, go back to school.
We are back. So E3 just happened. That was a lot of fun. Right, guys?
Woo!
How was your guys' E3? Oh, that's right. We didn't go because we were all here.
We went in spirit.
We did.
And
we were there in spirit.
I have friends that were there, so I will live vicariously through their pictures of sweaty street food and sad hotel rooms.
That's right. And my spirit animal is the Devolver Digital presentation. So I was technically there.
God, it was so good.
Yeah, if you didn't get to see the Devolver Digital presentation,
that's the only thing worth watching from E3. I don't care. Screw all the trailers. Devolver killed it.
Yeah. Pause this right now. Go watch that and then come back. Because
you know what? I will put a link. At the bottom of this, wherever it is, YouTube or on Blog Talk Radio or our website, wherever you're watching this at. I will provide you a link so you guys can watch this. Man, hands down, the funniest thing that I've seen in a really long time.
Yeah, it was so good. They were basically making fun of E3 at E3. It was awesome. They shot guns at press people, and they had a device where you could throw your wallet at the screen and suck your arm off and just tear it off out the joint.
Earliest access.
Access. Yeah.
As soon as a developer thinks of it, you can buy it.
Yeah.
That's so good.
It's so good. That, and then they had the whole thing where they're like, yeah, any dickbag with a computer on the internet can tell us how to make our game. It's like
the comment created content.
Yeah. So anybody that was like on a forum that said anything, it would just appear in the game
immediately.
It's so good. Yeah. The Devolver Digital absolutely killed it. They showcased some cool new games. Couldn't tell you what the names of them were, but all their footage that they showed was really neat.
One was a Serious Sam game, which I don't know why anybody is still making Serious Sam games, but it was a kind of weird top-down, weird.
Yeah. All of their games are weird. All of their games are weird,
dude. They they are one of my favorite publishers because they have such a their games stretch the gamut. Like no matter what you like, they have a game for it. Like recently, I've been playing a game called Mother Russia Bleeds.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
That is like, if you like Streets of Rage, man, that is like the bloodiest form of Streets of Rage you can get. And it's like, oh, everybody's shooting up with like bath salts and going crazy, take all these drugs so you can kill everyone. Like it is way over the top, but that's how all their games are. Their games are so freaking intense. And their press conference was all of their whole company, like aesthetic, like their whatever, all rolled up into one ball and then just like spit out in a video. It was so cool.
Yeah, it was like if somebody took way too much meth and then dropped some acid and was just like, I'm gonna make a video. It's crazy. This is rambling and gunshots and violence and screaming and gameplay footage spliced in. It was crazy. It was really good though. It was a lot of fun. And the thing with Devolver Digital is everything that they put out is good.
I've never played a bad game.
It's not like they're releasing garbage. They're just doing this for shock value. They are actually releasing good games, which is really cool.
They're also doing movies now too.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they have some films they're releasing.
Well, that's cool.
Yes.
I'm going to have to Google that. I'm going to
Google the shit out of it.
So yeah, beyond Devolver Digital, we went through some of the trailers because I think Nick was the only one out of all of us that actually watched the presentations. I think that Sean and I just watched some trailers. So why don't we break down some of these trailers here? Talk about the ones you guys liked the best. I don't know. Nick, do you want to go first since you actually have some knowledge about the goings on at E3?
Yeah, I watched the Sony and the Microsoft and the Ubisoft presentations.
So you saw one where games were coming out. You saw one where no games were coming out. And then you saw one where broken games are coming out.
And they're trying to steal your wallet.
Kind of. Yeah.
There's just a pickpocket running through the audience.
Yeah. Everybody's like, woo! And there's just a guy with a bat just hitting people and taking their wallet.
Yeah, Ubisoft.
Yeah, he's just wearing one of those really bad like ski masks that you can buy at Walmart, and it's just got the Ubisoft shit swirl on the front of it. And he's just like Assassin's Creed, and then he just hits you in the knees and he takes your wallet.
That seems to be their kind of big thing, that Assassin's Creed.
Which is assault? Oh, Assassin's Creed. It was assault. I'm sorry.
They did that. Did you guys see anything on that?
I saw the Assassin's Creed. YouTube is convinced that I need to watch the trailer because it just keeps showing me the like pre-roll trailer and then going full trailer available now. And I'm like, look how much I care. Close that window and go to the next thing. I have not liked an Assassin's Creed game since Black Flag.
I'm ready for them to just give me a present day Assassin's Creed and then just wrap it up. I'm done with it. I'm just done.
Yep.
Just finish it. Finish the story. I don't need you to be telling me about what's happening in Egypt and what happened on the moon and what happened when my grandpa was doing something. And then, now we got to go back to be a caveman. And now we're going to go jump forward to being in the Revolutionary War. I don't know. No, you've done enough. I know what's going on in this time in America. Now show me now in America. We can't assassinate people in America.
So what you're saying is you're not interested.
Hashtag no politics on the podcast.
Boom.
I'm just
we need to make that a t-shirt.
I had to cut you off, sir.
Yeah, we need to make that a T-shirt.
Okay.
Also,
continue.
Continue. Yeah. Also, so what you're saying is that you're not excited about Assassin's Creed Cthulhu.
That would be a different game, and I would subscribe to that.
If it's just a bunch of fish people, just one guy just running around rooftops knifing each other, just a giant elder god behind them, just like twisting people's heads off with his weird tentacles, that'd be awesome.
I'd probably be okay with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd play the shit out of that game. Hey, Ubisoft, you want me to
Take
throw
my
my wallet
money.
at the screen? Yeah. Throw in more Cthulhu.
You know, and that's a question I have. Like, why aren't there more Cthulhu games?
There's one
There's a
coming
new one
out.
coming out.
But if it's based on that 360 one, stay the hell away from it.
I've heard really, really bad things about people who have seen it. So
That's the rumor mill that I'm hearing too. Some developer or some journalists who have spoken with people who are developing it or have tested it for just testing purposes are saying yikes. So I'm not really looking forward to it to begin with, especially because I initially thought, and I'm not sure if this is true, it was an HD remake of the other one, and it was so badly broken and so frustrating. I have no interest because it does share a name.
I thought it was a remake. Yeah.
I think it's its own standalone property. They had a trailer at E3. I haven't watched it yet though.
I had no interest. I stayed away from it. I will wait until it comes out, and I will let Jim Sterling or somebody tell me whether it's good or not.
You should live through your own stuff. Don't live vicariously through the God among men, Jim Sterling.
If somebody wants to give me the amount of money he gets on his Patreon to spend on video games, I will gladly just buy every video game and play it. But until that I am making that kind of money, I forget what his Patreon, I think he's getting like $6,000 or $8,000 a month. I don't know, something insane.
Disgusting.
Something insane. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Hey, he's a funny dude. You know.
No, I like him.
Yeah.
I like the dude a
Don't
lot.
get me wrong.
Great at what he does. Yeah, I like him. I don't care. I like Mr.
I've
Sterling.
liked them since the Destructoid days. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
So how about that? How about that Anthem, guys? How about when Destiny and Titanfall have a freaky flipper baby and then they drop it into Evolve? How about that? Because that's what Anthem is.
I don't care anything about it. Like I saw it and it looks pretty, but you know what? I mean, it's not a game that I would sit there and spend money on, first of all, and second play. I didn't like Titanfall. Like I liked the first one. Second one, I just couldn't get behind, and I don't like Destiny. I don't know why. There's something wrong with me. I think something's broken.
I played a lot of Destiny. When the first expansion came out, I was still playing Destiny pretty heavily, like hours and hours and hours. But I had a team, a solid team of 4 people that used to play together. So when you have a 4-man team and you have a plan, tonight we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. It's probably a lot like you had with WoW back in the day. I had a group that I played with. I knew I was going to play with them, so I cared about that. Now Destiny 2, I don't give a shit about. I am not going to play that. I will try Anthem. I will.
Will you?
Yeah, I think I will. I wavered on it. I was with you. I went one way and then the other during that trailer.
By the end of it, it looks cool, but I mean, I don't know. Just something about those kind of games. It's just like, ooh, jetpacks, space, shoot, aliens, dead.
It literally does look to me like a combination of Titanfall and Destiny. And again, the Evolve map was just empty because that game crashed and burned so hard they needed to do something with it. So they just resold the map pack to somebody else. That's what it looks like. That's not what it is, but that's what it looks like. So
no. All right.
Wolfman Musselford and me, we played a ton of Destiny when it first came out, through the first few expansions. And yeah, I agree with what Matt says. Like if you get a team behind you, like, a constant, group, it is very much like playing an MMO or something. You go in with the same objectives and.
Well, that's what they were trying to make. They wanted it to last, what did he say, 10 years? They wanted the first game to run them 10 years.
Yeah,
I think
how'd that
like
work out?
Yeah.
No. Okay. So let's get back on track. Ubisoft, Assassin's Creed. Go, Nick.
Boo.
Assassin's Creed, Egypt. It seems like the only thing they kind of changed, they're adding RPG elements. So as you do things, you gain experience, and that increases certain stats for the assassin. I'm kind of lukewarm on that one, personally. It looked gorgeous. It looked really pretty.
Well, that's what Ubisoft does really well. They can make a really shiny thing, but it turns out that shiny thing's kind of crappy on the inside.
Yeah. They know how to polish a turd. That's what you're saying.
Exactly. Well, I don't know. Like, I played the first Assassin's Creed game, And then I played the second one, and I think that's where I stopped, just because I kind of like I got bored with it. But it was weird because I really liked the Lord of the Rings Shadow of Mordor.
Oh yeah.
And that was essentially just Assassin's Creed reskinned with like their cool whatever, I can't remember what the system's called, where you go and you kill
all
the
the bosses.
Yeah, I forgot what they had some name for that. But like I really like that game. Nemesis system. There you go. Yeah. Like I like that, but I don't know why I could never get into Assassin's Creed. I feel like it's probably one of those franchises I need to actually sit down and go back and play. But I didn't see any of those trailers from E3. I kind of avoided what Ubisoft was showing because I have like historically not given a shit what they do. Like I don't know the last Ubisoft game I was actually like excited to play.
My problem is that I really like, I see an Ubisoft game, I go, ooh, gimme. And every time I get it, I play it for 2 hours and I go, this is just them trying to get more money out of me.
Dude, it's the shininess, man. It's the shininess. You see it like a fish, and the bottom of the bass boat is all glittery, and you see some lure, and you're like, man, I'm going to put that in my mouth. And then it turns out that they ram a hook through the side of your face and then pull you from your home and butcher you. That is.
And they hit you with bats and they knock you unconscious and they take your wallet.
That's Ubisoft right there. I think in a nutshell.
Ski mask. It is.
I don't know.
Really, it is. Speaking of that, there's the Shadow. What is it? Isn't there a second Shadow Mordor coming out? Shadow of War.
Right? Was it War of? I don't know. Yes,
Shadow of War.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that they announced that a while ago. That game actually comes out in October, and I am excited about that. And I think that I like the first game. So if it's, I don't care. Give me the first game again, just with some different, plot points and a different system. Because now this one's based on capturing strongholds instead of just killing generals. So right. Then I guess you're pushing to, whatever, kill the bad guy at the end. I don't know. I'm not a big Lord of the Rings fan.
But you can actually.
I have a question.
Oh, good.
I hate Lord of the Rings.
I'm kind of on that boat too.
Did not play the first game.
Mm-hmm.
Should I bother playing either of these?
I think that you should try the first game because one, you could pick it up on PlayStation 4 really cheap. Yeah. I mean, you can go to a pawn shop and probably get it for like $5. So, and I think it's worth it if you like the Assassin's Creed kind of flow of games and it's high fantasy because you like fantasy stuff.
Yes.
So I think it's worth playing. And same goes for anybody out there that has never tried it. You should give it a chance, but when you pick it up, you need to give it a little bit because it takes a little while to really kind of get in the flow of how you have to play the game because you can't just run around chopping people up. There's some strategic paths that you have to take. Otherwise, you're gonna die. You're gonna get frustrated, and you're just gonna want to get rid of the game. But I think if you give it that chance, it's a good game. It's worth playing.
Can we just change it to Dune? Can it just be a better sci-fi fantasy?
I don't know anything about Dune, to be completely honest.
Dune is good.
I've never read any of the books or seen the movie.
Ask Nick. Nick, which one's better?
I like Dune. Dune's good.
Yeah, Dune. 10 out of 10.
10.
But Matt, did you ever play any of the Arkham Asylum games?
Yeah, those are good. Those are great games.
Okay, so the combat's very similar to that.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, because you got guys attacking you, and you have to counter them, and there's finishers in there, and
the counter system is awesome.
Yeah, and you got a bunch of magic powers because you got like a ghost elf that lives in your eyeballs. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Does it follow canon like at all? Because I feel like there's certain things in this game that do not match up with the Lord of the Rings universe. Am I wrong in feeling that?
I don't know, to be honest. I
don't know.
It feels like a side story. Yeah, it feels more like a side story to me. You know
I'll have to reference John for that one, since John is like my general go-to on all this nerdy lore. Like he knows everything about like every franchise. I could be like, hey dude, who is this person in, Batman? And he was like, oh no. And I'm like, oh, why do you know that? That's weird. But John is like, I'll reference John, and maybe I'll follow up with that next time.
Yeah, because that's the only reason I was asking, because that game did look interesting to me, but I really hate Lord of the Rings, so I didn't bother.
I think that I like Game of Thrones too much to like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
I feel
Game of Thrones is fine. I don't dislike Game of Thrones.
I don't like you.
I don't dislike it. I'm just
there is no fence. There is no fence for Game of Thrones. It is you like it or you are Satan.
I like Daenerys Targaryen.
That's different. That's
lot.
a different
that-
story.
That's a different kind of
but I
life.
hate,
Yeah.
but I hate Amelia Clark.
Who's
but I like Daenerys
who's that
Targaryen.
one? Who's Amelia Clark? I don't know any of his real
She's
names.
Daenerys Targaryen as real people.
Oh, I saw her in a sad like lady love story movie. I didn't even know it was her.
Did she eat a heart in it?
There was no heart eating.
Then it was a terrible movie, and you shouldn't have been
She was
watching it.
caring for a man in a wheelchair. I know that.
Did she walk naked out of fire?
No, there's no fire.
Did she marry a Dothraki man?
Aquaman. She did not marry Aquaman in this sad wheelchair movie.
Did she pour molten gold over the man in the wheelchair's head?
I think that did happen at the end because he did die.
Okay, perfect.
Good.
This movie is now 10 out of 10. You have elevated this film.
We should rewrite it and I will direct it.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Doing it live. Okay. Since you guys threw ones out there, I will say a game that I feel is worth checking out when it comes around. I don't like Dragon Ball Z whatsoever. I just recently started getting into anime in the past couple of years. I don't like Dragon Ball Z because it's like 2 seasons of a guy getting ready to shoot a fireball out of his hands. But that's all I gather from it. And I probably, again, we just make everyone real pissed at what we say, destroying all these fandoms. But Dragon Ball Fighter Z looks like such a good fighting game. I want to play this game. I watched it was like a 10 or 12 minute hands-on demo that IGN did with it. So it was actually a functional demo that wasn't just some guy pretending to play it on the stage. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Just the fighting is super fluid and the animation, and there's like stuff blowing up and destructible environments, and you got a team of 3 versus 3. It looks so awesome, and I want to play it right now.
And it's cell shaded too, so it looks like you're playing the anime.
Yeah,
Actually,
it
it's
does.
better than the anime.
Yeah, exactly. It looks really, really good. And some of the stuff that they hinted at, they couldn't come out and say it, but they only had 6 people to play at E3. But that is just, obviously, if you have a 3 versus 3 game, you're not just going to have 6 people in the game. So the cool thing is you can kind of mix and match. So if you can't just be, oh, I'm good guys and I only can pick good guys to be on my team, you can kind of mix and match. So that's good. I'm glad that they did that. The second thing that's kind of really exciting with this game is they hinted at the fact that it's not just going to have characters from Dragon Ball Z. It's going to have characters from all the different Dragon Ball series. So original Dragon Ball and then Z, and then I know there's like 2 other ones that are kind of going on right now.
GT and I don't know what the other one
Ultimate or something like that, or
yeah, the only thing I care about is Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
it doesn't count.
Yeah, it's
So-
I know, non-canon, but watch that.
If this game has a huge roster, I think it'll make it a really, really cool game. And the only way, if you haven't seen it, the only way that I can kind of describe this is they took the Dragon Ball Z kind of universe and then they mixed it in with some Marvel vs. Capcom and Guilty Gear, because the team that made Guilty Gear is making this game. So one, we know it's going to be a rock solid fighting game and it's going to look real pretty. And I love Marvel vs. Capcom. Those are always really good games. So that's what has me really excited for this. That and the fact that you can blow up an entire planet with your finisher. That's just so cool.
Yeah, that's why people like Dragon Ball.
What,
That's
planets
it.
blown up?
Yeah, they can punch holes in planets and shit.
It looks sweet, man. Again, I like fighting games. I'm just not a big old Dragon Ball Z like fanboy. I don't know. I remember watching the original Dragon Ball with the I got a monkey tail, gotta find his gold ball, do, and that's all I know about it. A little boy.
That was actually the theme song. That's the theme song.
Oh, hands down the best.
Yes.
I give it 6.25 stars.
Yeah. Out of 20.
No, just out of 5.
Oh, all right. So, do we want to run through the ones I think that we all agree are going to be good real quick?
Let's do this. Let's do speed round. I will say one, and you guys give me your opinion quickly. A quick opinion. Okay. Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Never played the first one.
Yeah.
I like the fact that there was a pig with a Fu Manchu, so I say yes. Shadow of the Colossus.
It was always good. It will continue to be good.
I'm gonna buy it again.
I don't care about it.
Oof. I hope they fix the controls. Fix the controls, and I'll buy it.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Nope.
No.
What? Okay, yeah, we got to take a minute on this one. I love the idea of the Kingdom Hearts games. I really enjoy the gameplay. And then somewhere around the 3 or 4 hour mark, I'm really looking at my character and I go, I am a child wearing giant shoes, swinging around what equates to a lead pipe, fighting shadows. I'm done. We're done here. I have adult shit to go do. I got to go pay some taxes. Something's got to happen that isn't this. And I'd stop playing it.
I would rather them release all of the Kingdom Hearts games in one collection. I know you said that this is not possible, but I want to play all the games first before I can go back and play this. But I don't really want to.
They did, didn't they?
No. So there's 1.5 collection and 1.5 HD remix and 2.5 HD remix, which they have a bunch of the games, but it's not 1 and 2. It's all of the like games that came out on like the 3DS and not 3DS, excuse me. 3DS. And I think wasn't there some games on like the Vita?
Something like that. There was all kinds of weird, like 2.2.5.3, Day 365, all these like weird ass titles.
364/8.
Yeah, whatever.
So I don't care about those games because most of them are, this one's a dancing game. This one's a card battle game. This one's a game where you just show your mom a picture of a dog and see if she gets happy. I don't need those games because I don't feel like that they're going to progress the story any. But before I go into this game, because I know there's so many people love this series, and I have the first 2 games, but I don't want to go back and play them on PlayStation, like my original PlayStation 2. I want to play them nice and glossy on my PS4, so I can play them in 4K, and I'll be happy at that point. But I know I'm not going to get that. So I am excited for Kingdom Hearts 3. It looks super sweet, and I like Disney, I guess. So that it's a winner for me, I believe.
It does look good. The combat looks nice and fluid. It looks good, and it's come on. Look at the companies that are mashing together to create it.
Dude, they've been making the game for 28 years, so I hope it's a good game.
Right? Yeah. There's no way that this is not going to be a good game, and there's no way that it's not going to sell a gajillion copies.
I will agree with you on the gajillion copies, but they can screw it up. We've seen that happen in the past.
Yeah, but for me, I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to pass. But I can see where people are going to like it.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. All right, next one, Metroid Prime 4.
Yes.
Pass. Hard pass.
All I got from it was the number 4 real big on the screen, and then that was it. So I don't know. I need to. Did they actually have any real footage? Because the trailer I saw.
No, there's no real footage. It's the quick trailer with just showing the actual name of the game. It's just the fact that it exists. I literally threw my wallet at the screen.
Dude, Devolver has not released that yet, but this is a great example of earliest access because somebody just thought of it. And they're like, I'm going to draw up what the title screen's going to look like. And that's all that they showed. So, I mean, I haven't played it. All right, I'm horrible. I haven't played any modern Metroid games. So I haven't played any of the Prime series. And I never played the one on NES. The only Metroid game that I've actually sat down and played was Metroid 2 on the Game Boy. And I know that is a horrible port, but you know what? That's the one I played and I beat it. I liked it. I was like, I don't know. How old was I when that game came out? Like 6 or 7, maybe 8. However old it was.
They're re-releasing that. They're redoing it on the 3DS.
I saw that they had a 3DS game out. I saw was one of the brain things eat like a fish or something. It ate something. I really didn't pay that much attention because I hit next on the trailer. But so it's a remake of the original Metroid?
No, of 2.
Okay.
For the Game Boy. Yeah, they're redoing that on the 3DS.
I might play that because, well, nostalgia.
Take you back. Yeah,
exactly. I remember my grandpa bought that game for me, and it has, I was in Arizona, and we went to Walmart, and he was like, "Well, pick a game out," and I was like, "Okay." I don't know why I picked that. I never played any of the other ones, but I think the cover just looked cool. I was like, that one, and then he bought me that, and then he also bought me like one of the Mega Man games, like Mega Man 4, something like that. I don't know what it was, but I don't know. I'll try. That's not a game I'm gonna buy. That's like a flea market find. I'll be happy with.
How about Wolfenstein?
Wolfenstein 2, more Nazis invading you. I think that's the working title.
Yes.
Wolfenstein. I liked the beginning of the trailer. It was super sweet because it totally was like reminded me of Little House on the Prairie or one of those like
Lassie.
shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like, here, boy, and then it's like, oh, fuck that truck. And it's like, that's in my notes when we were watching them. It just first bullet point just says fuck that truck, and then the second bullet point says burn shit with my breath. So based on those two, I feel like everyone can get behind me saying that is a must have for the holiday season.
Yeah, I did not play the first one, but that trailer, man, by the time the trailer was over, I was like, I gotta go hit a Nazi real quick.
There's two that come before this one.
Is there? Okay, yeah. See, I need to play those because now I really want to play them, and you said they were good, so I will probably pick this up as well.
I said I enjoyed it. I didn't say it was good.
Yeah,
it's
fair enough.
Enjoyable. There's a different. It's not the best shooter, but it's a solid shooter, and it's to me it's an enjoyable experience because that's just kind of a cool concept of like, oh, what if we lost World War II and then the Nazis took over? That's really kind of like a neat idea. Like there's a lot of people have done books and stuff like that. Man in the High Castle. Yeah, exactly. Like that's awesome. So I like this whole like concept, and I think Wolfenstein the new Wolfenstein games do a really good job of delivering this kind of like idea. So yeah, I definitely say that Wolfenstein 2, whatever the subtitle is, I'm definitely buying that.
Electric Boogaloo.
Wolfenstein 2 Electric Boogaloo. Yes. Dancing with brooms and Highland guys in the castle.
And Highlander. There can be only one.
There can only be one Electric Boogalooer.
Yes. Nick, how do you feel about Wolfenstein?
I just actually picked up the New Order and started playing that, and it seems enjoyable. I love that trailer, so yeah, I'll probably be picking it up.
Do you see what I mean by the fact that New Order, it's an enjoyable game, but it's probably not a good game?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's not. You wouldn't recommend it to someone like you'd recommend like even I don't know, for me, like a Fallout game or something, like something that is universally good, but it's a fun time.
Yeah, it's again, it's worth playing. It's not probably worth keeping. Crackdown 3.
How many copies of it are we each buying is really the only question that needs to be asked here.
I will buy my store out because Terry Crews is in the trailer, and I just wish that he was in the Old Spice guy persona. That would have made it so much better, and he wasn't just like being Terry Crews, he was being like Old Spice guy. That would have been really like, okay, this does it for me. But I love all the Crackdown games. Like the first two are so good. And I don't remember why I got the first one. Was it like did you get like a beta when you bought another game like Halo or something like that?
It could be. I don't know. I ended up with it. I bought it years later after it was already, I think so I got the 360 at the end of its life and quickly got like a huge collection. Okay. So I bought it really late, but if you've never played a Crackdown game, Nick, I don't know if you have.
I have not.
Okay.
It's so insane.
Simplified version of Grand Theft Auto, only you've got like superpowers where you can like pick up a building or a car and chuck it, and everything is all like comic booky and cel shaded, and people are screaming and over the top. That's essentially what it is.
You start out as just like a normal commando dude. I mean, like a super strong guy, but like not like crazy strong. But as you level up, you basically turn into this like demigod, like Superman, and you can like jump over buildings and you can blow everything up by looking at it. It's really cool, and then you can drive around and stuff.
There's a multiplayer aspect, right?
Yes, and that is the best part of the game. The fact you get a group together and you're just like, I don't even like playing the actual game. I just want to go and wreck the city.
Yeah, just parkour the city and throw cars off things. Yeah, it's awesome.
Like, see how big of an explosion you can get. You just take all the semi-trucks and, like, stack them up in an intersection, and then you have somebody stand on top of it, and you fire a rocket launcher at it.
Yes, the best.
It's a fun game, man. It's they're all on 360, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, the first two.
I know they are dirt cheap now. You could probably pick them up for $1 somewhere.
Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. So how about the new Metro game?
Okay, so I don't really have a lot of input on this because I have not spent very much time at all with that series. But Mutant Bear 1, it looks awesome. Like that's all I care about is just that bear that they showed at the end of the trailer. The game looks cool though. Open world games. I'm guessing that there's some RPG element to it. I'm sold.
I really enjoyed the first Metro. I'm definitely in.
Yes, the first 2 Metro games are very good. It's awesome. It's just like a Russian wasteland. And apparently in this one, Nick, you can correct me, but I didn't think that they could go outside. That was the whole thing. They couldn't breathe outside. That's why they were in the Metro, right?
You can't breathe outside. You have to have a mask on when you're
Not
going
in this
outside.
one. In this one, he walks outside and takes his mask off. And then gets picked up on an open air train. I was like, what?
So maybe like has all the deadly mouth gases have dissipated and is becoming inhabitable by humans again, like in WALL-E.
Now the only mouth gases left are the ones that come out of people's butts. They're butt gases.
Hopefully those aren't
All
mouth
that's
gases.
butt gases. So, all right, cool. So what else do we want to go over here?
Do we
Sea
need-
of Thieves. Sea of Thieves.
Like how not to eat a banana is what that game should be called. No. Like, okay, yeah, again, this is a visual you guys have to watch to understand what we're talking about, but this is I don't even understand. But that game looks cool, but I don't know what it is. So like, is it
That's
just like a
my problem.
multiplayer game or is it an MMO? Because if this is an MMO, I will get on day one because I want to have a boat so all of us can float around and just like steal stuff from people and find treasure and blow up monkeys. That looks so cool.
Do pirate shit. I just want to do pirate shit with a group of my friends.
But if it's just a boring like multiplayer like action RPG, I don't need that. If it's an MMO and it's huge, like super expansive, and they continue development on it, and there's all the stuff that comes out for it, I'll invest in that. And I'll give it a try for a couple months.
Yeah. So essentially, for anybody who didn't see it, you're a pirate. You were with your crew of 4 people. They show 4. And you can explore sunken wrecks. You can explore islands. You dig up treasure. You get maps. You get like riddly type clues you got to figure out based on where you are on the map. Then you can take your crew, go find treasure, be rich, be wealthy, be a sweet pirate. La-di-da-di-da-di. I think it looks good, except for I think that the trailer that they showed was probably not. It might have been in-engine footage, but I do not think it was gameplay. I think they added those tags in above everybody's head after in post. So it makes me a little bit nervous because it looked a little bit janky on top of also what I think was pre-rendered graphics. So I don't know, but I'm sort of excited for it. Nick?
I'm gonna put that one on the maybe pile. Like it looks interesting. It's I need to see more. I just need to see more. That's
and more than one person can play it, so Nick won't play it.
He can't be alone enough in it.
That's
Can't
true.
be alone. Right.
So we probably don't need to talk about Call of Duty, right?
I hope it's good so that everybody stops playing my other games. I've said that several times, and I'm sticking with that.
I'm excited for another World War II Call of Duty game because I've spent enough time in I don't know, the Middle East and then in future Jetpack Town. I just want to go back to what Call of Duty was good at, and that was a really good World War II game. It looks awesome. It looks really pretty. I'm ready to try it. That's not a buy for me. That is maybe like a rent, and then maybe decide if I want to buy it. I'll get it from the Red Box.
That's
whatever.
how I feel.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about it.
games like that just don't hold my attention because I'm not going to play multiplayer. I'm not 12. I don't like to talk bad things about people's mom's orifice, and I don't care for that. I mean, I can't play toxic games. I just can't deal with it. It frustrates me too much.
You don't want to get teabagged by a 13-year-old? Well,
no,
he
I
throws
don't.
expletives about your family and also
That's-
every racial slur you've ever heard at you. I
Yeah,
don't know why.
exactly. No, I don't want that. So I don't play online. So, but I think, I mean, what I saw looked cool. I'll try it.
And I'll pass. I hope somebody else plays it. So how about Days Gone, where you get to play a biker and it's a zombie apocalypse? Well, not zombie. It's a meth head apocalypse.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I am in solely because this was Zombie Bear 2 that we saw in the trailers.
Yeah, CZW Bear. He's covered in barbed wire and sticks. He's mad.
It's like, I'm just going to fall on you and you're going to be dead.
I don't care. I put my face through a plate glass window 5 minutes ago from a 2-story building. That literally happened on CZW. Anyway, so yeah. that
Nobody
game was
probably
awesome.
knows what CZW is. It's wrestling, folks. It's
And if you're
very
under 18, don't look it up. For the love of God.
Yeah. Okay, so my high point of E3 was that Ori and the Will of the Wisps was announced, and that game, I don't care. I will buy it no matter what. It's going to be good. The first game had me, I cried the first 5 minutes of the first game. Ori and the Blind Forest was just, in my opinion, a perfect platformer. It had a really good balance between just insanely I hate my life difficult and huge payoff. The story was really good. There's no talking in the game, but they were able to tell this great story through gameplay and, you know, experience. And it was kind of artistic and just, I loved it. So this is like, that is all I cared about E3 is the fact that this new Ori game's coming out.
Yeah, I had never played the first one, but I think you and I were chatting when you were playing through the first one. You were telling me how good it was, and I was looking up stuff about it. It looks really neat. It's really pretty. It's aesthetically pleasing. It's unique. Everything is kind of like animals, but they're very stylized, and the color palette's very dark tones, but really bright colors on the primary characters, I guess.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. Yeah, I would like to try it. I will try it on Windows because it is a quote Microsoft exclusive, which means we don't care about our Xbox. You can just play it on your computer.
It's exclusive to Microsoft products.
Yeah, whatever. I can play it on my computer. That's all I care about. Nikolai, are you interested at all?
I don't know. To be honest, I'm gonna have to. Oh, I'm just gonna have to try it. That's all.
There's too much Not Forever Alone in it.
No, it is all Forever Alone.
Not enough Fallouting.
I mean, it's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. It's definitely really good looking, but I don't know. Something about it kind of I haven't really dug into. So
you know, I was not sold on the first game upon first seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
But once I actually saw like somebody playing the game, like I watched like the first like 5 minutes, kind of like whatever, and that got me hooked because it's if you like platforming games at all, this is for you. Like it doesn't matter. It is frustrating on certain parts. Like the last boss of the game, it took me 150 to 200 tries before I could beat it because you have to. There's like every stage. They're not really stages, but you know it's like Metroidvania. So once you get done with an area and you get ready to move on to the next area, you have a running sequence where there's like water chasing you or lava chasing you or something like that. And you just have to run and like basically parkour your way through this like stretch. And the last boss, I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't played it, but the last boss is chasing you and you literally can make 0 mistakes or you die. And it's a really, really long sequence. It probably is like 7 minutes of just like nonstop running and you not screwing up. So it is a tough game, but it's one of those that I feel like that anyone that likes, I don't even want to say indie games because it's not really in it. I mean, it's published by Microsoft, like it's in-house published, but it's developed by an independent studio. That makes sense.
Use the Unity engine. Actually.
Yeah. Oh man, and it's a really good use of Unity. Like most Unity games kind of suck. Like there's some out there that are really good, but this is an awesome use of that engine. And just the game is, I can't give it enough like recommendations. It's one of my all-time favorite games.
If it ain't CryEngine, I cry inside.
That's
just kidding. I don't care what engine you make in, as long as your game doesn't suck. Okay, cool. Is there any other games that you guys want to cover? We are running over, so this is a bonanza. I don't think that's a problem, but we probably should wrap it up. Does anybody have any other games they want to make sure we cover before we sign off?
The only other game that I am kind of like anticipating, and I think Nick probably can back me on this, maybe you too, Matt, is Cuphead.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks awesome. I love the art style so much.
I want this game so bad. It looks like those old, like I can't even think what the cartoons are. Like you know, they're like 30s, 40s cartoons. Tex Avery. That's what I was thinking.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what I get from it. And I remember watching those shows when I was really little, and I was like, man, this is so good. All those old Disney films. I was like, man, as soon as I saw that trailer, I didn't care what the game was. I was like, I gotta play this.
Yeah, and everything literally looks like it's animated, and seems like it's going to be a side-scrolling platformer kind of action game, which is going to be really cool. And I like that they muted all the colors, so it literally looks like it's a bleached film, like an
and
old
it's a little
aged
everything's
film.
a little blurry, so
Yeah.
it looks dated. Yeah, dude, it looks so good.
Yeah, the
they did a
aesthetic is
really
really
good
pleasing.
job.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Nick, do you have anything that you want to talk about?
I am anticipating the new God of War.
You mean Dad of War?
Yeah.
Add more Vikings, I will play it.
Yeah, it's I really enjoyed the first one. It seemed kind of formulaic after that. This one seems like it's kind of breaking from that a little bit, which I'm really looking forward to. And they obviously look like they've kind of stepped away from the Greek mythology thing and are doing more, trolls and stuff like that. So that
Very
I'm cool with
Norse.
that. Yeah, I'm definitely cool with that.
Yeah. All right, cool. Okay.
Do you have anything, Matt?
Nope. We covered most of my stuff. Vampire looks kind of neat from Bethesda.
I don't know what that is. I didn't see that.
It is. I can't decide if it's going to be good or not. It looks really wonky. I don't know. It looked kind of bah from what I saw, but I'm going to keep an eye on it.
What about Evil Within 2?
We were just talking about. Oh, it's so milky.
The trailer almost made John vomit with this weird milk sauce.
Everything looked like it was covered with white paint, and it bothered me. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It made me feel gross inside.
It's I didn't beat the first one, but I liked the first one. I need to beat the first one because from what I'm seeing in the trailers and a couple other alternate trailers that I'm seeing, you need to know what happened in the first one to move through this one.
Okay.
So I think it's going to be more of the same, but since we didn't get any like gameplay, I don't know. I know the other one that people are kind of freaking out about is Ashen, and that looks like it could be good, but it also looks like it could be one of those super artsy game with no good gameplay. So that was the only other thing that I saw that I wanted to talk about. So other than that, I am all set. So to wrap it up here, make sure that you head over to nerdlifetx.com for all the information about us, our lovely stupid faces, anything we write, anything we're working on. It all goes there first. Hey, while you're there, you know what you could do? Totally buy a t-shirt.
I was going to say t-shirt.
T-shirt with our dumb faces. All three of these gentlemen that you're listening to right now, dumb faces on a t-shirt. You should go buy one. It would be awesome if you did. They're not that expensive. They're what, like $17?
Yeah, I think it's like $21 after shipping. That's pretty affordable when you're thinking about t-shirts to support things.
Yep, and Sean hand selected the t-shirts. He picked t-shirts that were high quality and comfortable to wear, so that's awesome. So make sure you grab one of those if you have time. Nick, where can people find you on social media?
Zero Ping. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and also still catch me hosting the Gamer Stories podcast on iTunes and Google Play. I'm a little bit behind with the vacation and everything. Looking to get caught up. Got 2 of them in the works.
And that is Z3R0PNG.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Scene Pepper. Where do people find you in the site on the internets?
You can find me at GWS Rancor on Twitter, and you can find the website at NerdLifeTX on literally every social media platform that you can think of. You can also find us in person in August at Geek Fest at Central Texas College in Killeen, Texas. And those actual dates are going to be August the 17th. Is that what we're doing? 17th, 18th, 19th, 19th, and 20th. That's what it is. We'll be running some tournaments. We're going to be playing video games with people, doing some board games, painting some miniatures, anything that is remotely nerdy, we're going to be doing. So you should come out and have a good time. It's super cheap too. It's like $35 for the whole weekend or something like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff there. Last year there was like a Renaissance area. They were like sword fighting and stuff. There's artists. There was all kinds of stuff. It's really cool. It's small, but it's really awesome. They bring in food trucks. It's a good time. Bring your kids down. We're going to be recording the podcast live at some point when we're there, maybe doing some interviews and maybe taking some questions from people. You can also get a free little gift from us if you stop over, and we're going to try to have t-shirts available. So if you want to buy a t-shirt from us there, you can do that there as well. As for myself, if you want to find me on anything, I am at Nitro Weasel 3K on just about everything, including all of my gaming platforms. So you can play games with me if you can find me, or if you see me in an MMO anywhere like WildStar, you can totally add me on there. That would be fun. Don't forget to check out the other great podcasts on our podcast network. We are part of the Astro Panda Productions podcasting network. There's some other really, really great movie and geek-related podcasts on there, as well as just some kind of chat radio kind of shows. They're all really great. They're awesome. Definitely check them out. Definitely check out the other great shows that you can find through blogtalkradio.com. Make sure that wherever you're listening to this, you like, comment, and subscribe on it. We definitely prefer iTunes, but if you're not on iTunes, we're not going to be mad if you just tell people how awesome we are on whatever you're on. 5-star reviews only, please. You can even say how much you hate my stupid face. That would be fine with me as long as you give me 5 stars. Beyond that, make sure that you tell some friends, tell at least 2 friends to listen to the podcast. That would help us out a lot as well. And until next time, we are signing off. We will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.